my G's? Y'all should know what it is. It is BKA Watts, one half of the Blurs and Clips podcast, coming at you live. Technically pre-recorded, but fuck all that. Per you, delivering another flawless repetitious intro on the Revolt Podcast Network. Brought to you by way Pro 3 ENT. All right. Big, can you do me a fantastic favor? Fade the music ever so delicately. Now listen, y'all. Like I said, I'm only one half. I'm just Watts. Yes, I said his name. Ignore the fact that I did. I'm sitting here with my partner in crime. Introduce yourself, my dog.
Hi there. It's the award-winning Vigatron. And I was thinking that exact same thing. Like, hey, you didn't pass it over, but I forgot I didn't fade the music. Since I don't normally do it.
That's
so
true. I don't got enough arm.
Right.
I'm not a tall nigga. Should be happening, man. Well, hey, for those of y'all who can see us over on YouTube, go ahead and check us out on the Pro 3 Entertainment YouTube channel where you can see us. But if you're getting this fed into your ear portals, we are not alone.
Yeah,
right?
we got 2 new co-hosts that we hired, and we will fire their ass in a minute if they fuck up.
Yeah, listen, if this episode don't go right, y'all ain't never gonna see them again, okay? You hear me?
I mean, if you thought they don't let Melissa Ford talk on JBP, well, we really ain't letting them say shit.
Not even a lick of words, okay?
When we talk about women's issues, we will point to you. But until then, shush.
Oh, right. My God.
But no, seriously. Okay, so we have a guest in the building, 2 filmmakers here, one of which I've sort of worked with, but she doesn't remember me. The other one I met at a different premiere. How about you introduce yourself so the people know?
All right, well, I'll go first. I'm Shawnee, Idahosa. I am an actress and a writer and a creator in the Ohio area.
And I'm Niece Anderson, and I'm a writer, a producer, filmmaker, lover of film.
Oh, yeah, we gonna test that theory for sure.
Right.
All right.
Absolutely. So,
what's your favorite movie? I hate when people do that. But if you got one, I ain't gonna argue with you.
I do. The Best Man.
Oh.
Seriously?
Yes.
Rom-com.
Like, I could watch that movie. like, I've been watching it since it came out.
Okay, so you messed with obviously then The Best Man Holiday. Actually, that shit was good.
You know what? No.
You didn't like it?
I liked it. I liked it. But just the original Best Man.
Okay, but
That's
you
all.
ain't messed with like the final chapters or whatever?
No.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Here's my thing. I think it's sometimes like when they keep making more and new and updating, if like the nostalgia is gone from it. And I think that's like, I liked just the nostalgia piece of watching the original movie.
Okay, so this is the thing. I'm not mad at that. But I will say I thoroughly enjoy the fact that all those people managed to stay sexy enough to still be able to do all these years later
That's true, too.
a follow-up movie,
Yeah.
roll it into a spin-off show.
Yeah.
You see the growth and the progression of the characters, the mad development. Like, I mean, it was.
I will say the writing was really good.
I think it was. I thought it was good. I'm like, yo,
Okay.
I
I'll
sat up and I watched that joint. I'm like, I thought this was gonna be ass. Maybe that contributes to the fact that I liked it because I thought it was gonna be trash, and it wasn't.
Yeah, I ain't watching it no time, so.
No.
I mean, I get it.
I watched the first 2, but I mean, it wasn't like I wanted to. It was more like, you know what? I definitely watched that second one. Yeah, I had company. That explains it.
Netflix
and chill. Okay.
Okay. So
You know what? I think it was Netflix too. I think it was Netflix. Yeah,
Probably. Probably was a Netflix and chiller situation.
Yeah.
All right, Niece, you got one?
I would have to say The Skeleton Key. So a whole nother genre.
I
different area.
respect it.
Wow. That's a good one.
You like that movie
I
too?
really like that one. It made you think.
I
It's
love
a little
a movie
scary,
that made me think.
but I like it.
Absolutely. Y'all seen it?
Yeah.
nope.
No skeleton.
Big.
Nope.
Yeah, Vig ain't necessarily there's a you know.
Are you more of a show person or a movie person?
No, I'm a movie person, but it depends on genre.
Okay.
I watch more comedy, action, adventure, some drama depending on who's doing it, but I'm not as and I do watch some suspenseful stuff when I'm in the mood. every now and then, but then like I'm not the horror guy. Like he's the horror guy.
Yeah. But Skeleton Key ain't that scary.
Well, I don't think it is. Like I said, that's why I threw in the suspense part, because it's like sometimes I'm in the mood to watch some kind of crime drama or a cop drama that's figuring something out. So I do on occasion, because I mean, what did I watch more recently that came out? I forgot. It was whatever that shit was with Justin Timberlake that's in Benicio del Toro on Netflix. It's a newer movie that came out like this year.
Oh.
I want to say it's the name of an animal.
Again,
He was the
what?
husband, right?
Yes.
Yes, I remember. Wow, what was that movie called?
Yeah, it's something. It's
because it was pretty good.
It is, like I said, it's
Yeah.
definitively. I watched it, like I said,
Netflix.
right. It's one of those things that I watch, like if I'm sitting at home on a Saturday night, which is normal. I'm lame.
Same, nigga.
So,
We do our pod on Saturdays, and I'm
well,
in
you
here
would
editing.
you would be surprised, because everybody and their mama, they always want to be it's about getting lit and
turn up.
We getting
turning
old.
up.
You got it. You got
well,
it.
that
you
ain't got
got
nothing to do with it. I was still probably honestly, only in my early 30s. Not saying how old I am, but obviously I'm the old nigga in the group. Just like around when I met him and I was going to the B-side a lot, it was because I was still in that range where it was like, oh yeah, I'm out here on the hunt. And I'm gonna go ahead and do these raps. And then, whatever. But yeah, it worked a lot.
That was a method.
Poetry women are whores. Anyway, I say that with the most respect. Or not. So anyway, back then I would want to kick it a lot, but in my heart of hearts, I knew I wanted to be in the house. So definitely once later 30s came in, and by the time I hit my 40s, that shit is so overrated. When I'm at home and I'm like, oh, I'm just in the mood, I want to see something that's kind of intriguing like that, then I may watch something like that. But I don't just, when it hits a trailer, I'm not like, oh yeah, I got to see this. That never happens.
Okay.
Yeah, nigga, I'll be here. Okay, I don't do shit in no life.
I guess technically you don't. I'm gonna throw you a bone and say pause and say that
Don't even sound sexual.
it's not.
Oh, yes, it does. What do you mean?
Like a boner.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you can use the euphemism of bone to mean sex, I can't tell another man I'm going to throw him a bone.
They about to learn how this podcast goes. It's right here, nigga. Let me turn that up. Turn that up. And... Oh, yeah.
So,
OMG.
yeah, you had to throw the Pornhub thing in there. But, I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Turn that down. But, yeah, we will let the pause jokes fly. We are the most loving, non-homophobic, gay joke dudes that you will ever run into.
Yep.
We have so many friends and family members that are gay. You gonna catch these jokes though.
Everybody, listen. No.
Everybody, yeah. Nobody's
is
safe.
exempt from these jokes. Like, there's not a single category of person who is exempt from jokes. Because, like, if you can't laugh or be laughed at, what is life?
Yeah.
You feel me? Come on now.
Like not taking everything so seriously.
Exactly. It's like you'll realize how much smoother your day will float by if you just unclench your butt cheeks for 10 seconds a day. You uptight motherfucker.
But if you unclench your butt cheeks, that's how it happens.
No, wait. Now listen, there are some places you do not unclench. Okay.
Unless you like that kind of thing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then you just let them.
Reptile is the name of the movie.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
I told you where it is. So,
It came
I mean,
out this year
I do believe.
with Justin Timberlake, and it's a Benicio joint.
Yep.
That is what the?
Well, technically it came out last year, but I mean it's on Netflix as of this year.
Okay. Respectfully, I will.
Yeah, and I mean you can check it out. I'm not saying like, oh my God, you got to watch it. I mean, I'm just telling you, I did watch something like that recently.
Okay.
That's it.
For sure. Well, shit. Here we go. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Blurs and Clips, our TV, movie, video game, and whatever the hell else we feel like talking about podcast. The thing, as usual, that we will not be talking about is you niggas mixtapes. Why? Because you niggas can't rap. Vid can rap. I can rap. I don't. He does. Y'all can't. Try as you may. Try as you might. I'm going to skip that shit every time, my nigga. Listen. Pass me a Frisbee if you want to.
Hey, under the circumstances, we say that Niece can rap. Even I can't verify, but I'm saying.
I have a history of rapping, but that's not who I am anymore.
See? That's what I be trying to tell niggas, man. Look, I'm a reformed rap nigga,
Reformed.
man. You feel me? I still got something in there, but I be chilling though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be that person.
For the right opportunity, you'll pop out though and give them.
Not really. I mean,
that's a lie. That's a lie.
No. I'm saying like, no. See, like, for the right opportunity type shit. No. If I feel like it with the homies and we got something like in mind cooked up, like when we did the My Friends Rap Better Than
Right.
Yours.
That's why I was saying. I'm like, yeah,
That's
you've
like,
been on the
nigga,
stage.
I was just on some bullshit. Like, nigga, fuck it. So I legit called up all the homies who I knew who are fire with it and was like, yo, let's just go tear Grog Shop up. Because niggas hit me up and was like, yo, we got some open dates. Y'all want to do something? And I'm like, nigga, not really. But then that shit hit me like, actually, I could get the gang together. Fuck it. And I low-key didn't want to rap at that bitch. But I just knew that niggas was going to kill me if I didn't after bringing everybody together.
Right.
So, you know. But yep, no, for the most part, no, not rapping. Just know I still do it better than y'all niggas. And we don't want to talk about y'all music. We don't. This is a TV, movie, video game podcast. Do not send us a DM or a message asking when you can come on for an interview, when we're going to talk about your project. We don't give a fuck about track number 3. It's not hot, nigga. So, you know, because this is a movie show and a TV show and a video game show.
Don't let the smooth taste of blends and clips fool you. This ain't it.
You feel me? You motherfuckers. Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, oh my God. Yeah, I had somebody that hit me up. I'm not going to put them out there. But yeah, just a couple of days ago, he was like, yeah, I'm trying to get on the podcast. And I called him back and he's like, yeah, I know y'all don't, do nothing about, y'all just do movies and TV and all that. And it's like, all right then, why the fuck you asking?
So what was the point?
Because everybody wants to get in where they fit in.
They don't fit in here. It's not.
And the first thing I said to him, I was like, you want the good news or the bad news? Because I'm like,
my nigga,
I'm not making an exception. Like, do you know the floodgates that would open if I let you come on here and talk about your music?
Oh, man. Nigga come on be like, yeah, dog, so I had the pen, right? It was crazy.
No.
That's how they be sounding.
I got stuck on the 13th bar.
No.
Of verse 2 on number 7. And shit, bro. It just came to me. Sure, nigga. Like, the fuck? Don't hear that shit.
We will not make exceptions for you because, again, if we open up the door for one, we got to open up the door for all. And I mean, mind you, we even did with a little bit of that when he forced my hand to play with 2 or 3 of my videos at the beginning of the show when I dropped in 2021.
Oh, yeah, because fuck that, nigga. Because it's our show, though.
I understand that, but
you ain't gonna drop, nigga. You not about to drop, nigga, with the hot visuals, nigga, and we not gonna get into the cinematic goodness, nigga.
I guess you could look at it that way, but yeah, any person that's done music that's made it on this show has been on here talking about movies and maybe gets to recap about what they do at the end, but nah, we ain't having it.
Yeah. So today, with these lovely filmmaking ladies by our sides, for those of y'all who can see us, ignore the fact that the dark skins are by each other and the light skins are by each other.
Segregation.
Unintentional. Segregation.
All right. Please talk to us. Tell us about what y'all got going on, what y'all got coming up.
All right. Well,
And speak loudly or get clowned.
Yeah. Speak loud or forever hold your peace.
Kiss the mic.
all right. So we have a new project coming up. It is called The Alumni. And this project is about sci-fi. It's about history. It is focusing on women and them leading the way, figuring out the quantum time travel formula and traveling back to May 1970.
Oh, I thought
All
you was
the
about to
stuff.
say to last week so we can get the win for Koala instead of...
Nah, that's gonna be in part 2. We gonna
Okay.
We're going to get her.
get the win.
Come back and save the election for sure.
We time travel back to May 1970, and it's got a lot of history with Kent State and what happened in May 1970, and that is all kind of swirled in there together.
I'm thinking, no. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking like, oh, you're gonna travel back in time to baby Trump and
No, kill him and get him. No. But that reminds you of the butterfly effect.
Yes.
And
which-
how,
Well,
like,
yeah.
if you go back and you change something, it's a
Affect
trickle down
something
effect.
else.
Well, no, this is true. This is why I don't lean toward the logic of time travel too much because I'm always, or I shouldn't even say that. When I think of reality, when people are always like, yeah, I wish I could have did such and such over again or a different way, I guess I'm in a position enough right now where I could say, yeah, I guess I'm glad such and such didn't happen, or like, not to be crass, but I'll say it very cleanly. It's like when you think about when I'm like, hey, I never got with that chick back in the day. And I'm like, if I did, it's like, oh, but I could have had a baby and that would have just changed the course of my entire life. So I think about little stuff like that. So yeah, that's not always the solution, but you know.
Yeah.
Nigga, randomly enough.
You want to go back, right?
No. Fuck that. I'm all right. Count me out. Because, so I only bring that up because this is actually super random that this happened, coincidentally, right? There's a new movie that just dropped on Netflix called Time Cut. Has any of y'all seen it?
I've seen the trailer for it, but I did not watch it. Was it
Okay.
good?
It was mid as fuck. But like Diet Zendaya, which is like whatever. She was cool though. There's another movie, the name of which I forget now because it came out last year, that I watched. And it was a time travel movie. A girl, there was a town that had a serial killer. He killed multiple people on one night and then just vanished. They never figured out who it was. And the movie essentially opens up with him coming back to get one last victim like 30 years in the future or whatever. And I mean, like he killed somebody else and it's like, oh shit, it's the same dude from then. And then he tries to kill this girl, and when he attempts to kill her, miscellaneous technology intervenes, and then she gets thrust back in time to the original date 30 years prior when he went on the original run of killing people. And then she gets an opportunity to stop him and stop the murders from happening. It was actually decent.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, can't remember the name of it.
Netflix?
I don't remember if it was Netflix. It might have been one of the other services, but it was cool. It was cool. This one was like kind of shitty version of that. Kind of like how like Olympus Has Fallen came out, and I was like, oh, this is dope. And then White House Down came out with Jamie Foxx and Channing Tatum, and I was like, this is the shitty version of Olympus Has Fallen for sure. This was like the same thing. Time Cut was the exact same premise. Miscellaneous murders happen at some point in time. You got a person in the future somehow gets randomly thrown back in time, and now she's trying to stop the murders from happening. Exact same premise, which was strange, but whatever. What they did do in it, like no spoiler shit though, because like I said, they're the same fucking premise. But the one thing that was different was that it wasn't a thing where it was like, oh, you do something back in time and then it just fixes the future. It's more that concept of going back and changing something doesn't change the future. It creates a new timeline. And I was like, aha, I like that. So that's all I'll say without giving like too much away. But that definitely made it, that threw a different twist into the situation. And I was like, okay, there's something that I can get with the premise.
It was like parallel realities.
For sure.
Okay.
So then I'm like, okay, multiverse, potential there. So yeah, it was cool. Still was like kind of, the end was still kind of like, but again, at least that part of the premise gave some interest. And I still ended up figuring out what the little twist was, which is always frustrating. I hate when somebody try to throw a twist into their movie and I figure that bitch out a mile away. Like, unfortunate. Yeah. So, with that being said, y'all got a twist in y'all thing?
We have a lot of twists.
Oh man, I'm being there looking now. I'm trying so hard not to.
Can we give that away though?
I don't want to.
You're not supposed to.
I don't want to.
No.
It's one of those things. I feel like it was the way that this is written is for like somebody, a thinker,
For sure.
And
Who wrote it?
us.
Yeah, no. So let's just keep it clear. Like Shawnee came up with the idea initially, and then she just had like just this treatment, just like a paragraph, like a page, one page of like what she wanted the flow to be. Yeah, and she did have a visual as well that she shot. And then I just came in and I was like, let's turn this into a real script.
Yo, I got ideas. It's like that. What's up?
So I understand. So what you saying, my sister, is that some white man came up with this idea, wrote a script. Somehow you stumbled upon the script, and then you put it out under the guise of you created it.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
This
Okay, that's dope.
This is magic. Okay, this idea actually really just came from a song. I'm really big about music, and music being an inspiration not only like for acting but for writing. And with this concept, it is really crazy. I mean, it's time travel and a lot of physics and the history. It's a lot of things going on. But this idea came from a song that I had been listening to for years, but one day it just kept playing in my head over and over and over. And it's a song called White Rabbit from Jefferson.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's my shit. Okay?
So
Because goddamn.
it's a good song, right? But it's crazy.
It is.
And so this song just kept playing over and over and over in my head. And I'm like, what is this? And I sat down and I just started like writing this idea about this thing. And then probably, I want to say maybe a couple months later was a Women in Film mixer where I met Niece and we started talking about our love for sci-fi.
Yeah, because
it just went from there.
I was working on a film, and I'm still working on it, about parallel realities. And she was working on the Alumni, and then I was just like, well, what the hell? Like, two women in physics, smart, were showing like women empowerment and just the whole concept. And I was just like, well, what if two women put this film out, to show like other people that women can do it. We can come together. We don't have to compete. Kind of like what y'all two are doing, like just the collaboration. Just want to see more of it in Cleveland. So we just decided to do it.
Nerd.
I appreciate that. That's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay, so seriously though, so no, I love that because of the fact that you could take every opportunity to do something atypical, and the fact that you are doing something sci-fi. Like I said, I watch mostly sci-fi, comedy, that kind of thing. So the fact when I saw the trailer at the mixer that you don't remember me from, you said you gonna get these jokes. I was definitely intrigued because I like the fact that people are trying other things. So like I have a tendency to watch a lot of Black folks that do make things that are sci-fi related, even if they don't necessarily turn out the best. I like the fact that there's an alternative of things out there like that for people to do. So I'm more intrigued than anything. That's why I'm supportive of it, in the fact that you're doing something that's, even if you did something that was more atypical or just down the line of what's the norm of what we see a lot out here, just trying something different is the most that I could ask for in a lot of cases. Yep, absolutely. So yeah, I definitely applaud you for it. I hope it's good. If it's not good, I probably won't tell you. I'll just be like, yeah, y'all did y'all thing.
Now tell me. Tell me, please.
That's the rating right there.
Yeah, that's the rating. When it's bad, you did your thing.
I hope that, with the things that we had, the time that we had, the resources that we had, it was just a couple days to be able to knock this out. But I feel like with what we did, it is something I'm really proud of. And I am a type A person. Like, I have things that I've done before where I'm like, I'm not putting this out there. Absolutely. And I made it. I don't want it out there because it's not, it doesn't have to be perfect, quote unquote, but it's that just up to that level of knowing like, okay, this is something that's really great. This is something that, like, even if I didn't create it, I would love to watch.
And does your audience know what producers are? Because it's a lot of people that don't know what like a director is and a producer.
I'm sure our audience does, but if you want to get into it, type in.
But you can say whatever you want to say.
So, with me and Shawnee producing it, that was about like hiring the crew. So we had to get actual crew on set. We had like 40 people.
It was a lot.
Sound, gaffing, light. We had,
which we were blessed to have. Let me say that. We were blessed to have that because there are a lot of times where that does not happen.
Right.
Just to be clear.
Right. So, the quality, we were really like, strict. We wanted the best possible like camera, equipment. We hired the director. All of these people we got on board. Then we also casted the film. So we went through the audition process and everything. And it was just a lot and a lot of people involved. So, I think that the film came out good for the time and the resources we had and the people involved. So I think people are going to be impressed.
That's some bullshit. Y'all could have just did it on y'all phone and just did it in like one
Did it
day.
on our phone, yeah.
You could have.
But no, but seriously, like, so I was going to ask a couple of questions in regard to that. So you answered the one. It only took you a couple of days to do it. So what are your backgrounds like as far as what would make you do this and not half-ass it to actually do something quality, to actually, produce it, get the right equipment, get the directors and everything? Like, what are your backgrounds that make you take that route rather than you just coming out here and just, yep.
You know what? I guess I would say for me, I'm coming from a perspective of the viewer and like knowing how much I love watching great TV and movies. What would I want to see? And that is always how like I approach projects when I write, visually when we were editing. What is it something that if this was not mine, what would I want to see and be like, wow, that's amazing. So that was my approach for all of this.
He was asking about your background. Like,
my background for the is acting. There's writing. It's a lot. Yeah. But I feel like before all of that is just a viewer. Like I'm a viewer of and a lover of the creative arts. So that I feel like that's my background first. Honestly, it's like just enjoying movies and TV, and then getting in there and doing the acting, and then from the acting came the writing.
Just seeing it as a viewer, knowing what looks good and what looks crazy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nisa, what about you?
So for me, so I'm also, fairly new to producing, but in 2022, I produced my first film, Perspectives, about the dangers of miscommunication and romantic connections. And that was just my crash course on how to produce, and I made a lot of mistakes and I learned a lot. Then after that, I was an assistant director on like $100,000 budget film, and I was the assistant director, so I had to connect with everybody, like the sound, the lighting. I had all the department heads. So from that experience is when I really learned what it takes to make an actual quality film, because that film was $100,000 and it came out really good. It was called Stalker Jane. And after that, that's when I met Shawnee. And I had these connections, and I was meeting new people every day when I went to the film mixers, and I just rawed them up, and we brought them on an Alumni. They was excited to be a part of it. Yeah.
So regardless of whatever went on, so Stalker Jane didn't come out until this year?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, we started shooting that in 23, so it took a year for post-production.
Okay. Well, no, all right, that makes more sense. Like, I was just thinking like it started a couple of years ago, because I remember when the filmmaker, and funny, I had just looked at the thing I got from him at that mixer. It was in my wallet, and I was like, oh yeah, because I was intending on coming to it since it was at the Gronk shop, but something else I had going on that day, I couldn't end up making it. But so yeah, I was surprised that was as new as it was. So you're still kind of fresh in it. And the reason why I asked that still is because there's a lot of people that just see things and they just go, oh yeah, I can do that, without having any real technical background or any real pursuit in the arts in that way, to want to try something different, or to, at least take it serious. Yeah. And that's the thing. Cause I know, and that we've been on enough sets, because I'm kind of a big deal outside of what you know. So,
you're a big deal.
But what I'm saying, but you know the full difference of like when you're working with some situation, and it's like sometimes you get a script, and sometimes you get there and it's like, oh yeah, we ain't even doing that. You could just kind of
wing it.
like. Right. And the whole thing is that even with people trying to be as professional as they can, it's like sometimes you get the feeling that people are just doing stuff just to do it. Yeah. And so that's why I at least want to, know the background of you two, just because of the fact, and for people to hear it, just to know and to get a perspective on why should I take you serious in what you're doing, regardless of the fact that you're trying anything. Everybody deserves a shot for the most part to do your thing. But, it still helps if you're like, if you were a nurse and you didn't go to nursing school, somebody's going to ask you like, hey, where did you go? Yeah. So that's why I asked. But yeah.
No,
so that makes the difference.
I want to say that Niece was so amazing with like making sure that everything was in order. You know, like I told her, for me, this is just, I can do the creative side, you know, the writing and preparing my character. I'm not interested in like trying to figure out all of this stuff, and she just was.
I did
knocking it
like more like the schedule, the call sheet, just making sure everybody was on set. I had to do some assistant director functions as a producer, but I made sure that the people we put in position, like the director, has 20 years of experience directing. Yeah. The DP, he just had amazing work. Like both of our DP, we had two DPs, which are the videographers, and they had actual, resumes of, and they were also, CJ was like graduated from Kent for film. Yep. So he had an amazing skill set. And so we just hired people that were talented to help us.
Right.
We knew we can't do it. You know what I mean? And if we did it, it would look crazy.
Right.
And when we're saying DP, we're talking about director of photography, not that DP that Watts was thinking about.
Not the DP, not the DP y'all thinking of. Not that DP.
No, we weren't making those type of films. Like.
Hey, but look, listen. It sounded like if y'all did, y'all went out for the quality. Okay, like, you know what? His background is crazy. Get him in there.
No, we really did have just really wonderful people who were a part of this, just from the cast all the way down to the crew. Just really amazing people that came on and wanted to be a part of this, and I'm grateful.
And then maybe like 20 extras. Yeah. So like in total, maybe like 50 people.
That's what's up.
Involved in this. So.
No, it's not nice. It sounds like a lot of moving parts, and
it definitely was.
Yeah, listen, I done had to move a lot of fucking parts around doing shit, and just event production alone. I think, like I when I was hosting full time, I was doing at the peak 5 events a week. Tuesday through Saturday. So B-side Tuesday, Kings and Queens Wednesday, Take 5 Thursdays, Gib Friday, Anatomy Saturday, 2 years straight. So in total, close to like 680 events over that 2 years. Plus just other miscellaneous joints I got booked on. And a lot of those being behind the production side of things, whether I'm booking whatever it was, keeping in touch with the venues when we started producing our own original shit. Like when we did our first shit, I mean, we done, was it 3 or 4 of the film festivals?
3.
Yeah, so 3 film festivals. And behind doing those was, I mean, shit, when we did the first one, fucking ridiculous. When we did the first film festival, we put the whole thing together and put it all together in a month. It was like the day we dropped the flyer, exactly 30 days. And it was like graphic design getting done, flyers going out, website goes up, taking submissions from people from all over the place, reviewing shit to decide what was going to go in and what wasn't going to go in, booking the theater, communications with them, getting the videos and all and everything packaged up in the format that they needed, going to the theater, testing everything, making sure that shit worked out, figuring out where the after party is going to be at it. Then the invites and like all of that shit, people will never understand. No. And the fact that we pulled that shit off in exactly 30 days, when people were talking to me like, nigga, don't do that. Give it 6 months. Spend time promoting it. Spend time doing this. Spend time doing that. We had that theater fucking packed.
Wow. That's amazing.
Awesome.
In 30 though. And the first time we did it. Come on.
I don't want to see no parts of that shit again.
Me either. So anyway. Me the fuck either. I absolutely would not do that to myself again. But it's the fact that we did it though. I'm just saying, I get it. That's aggressive.
Or I would say us with more notoriety and more money, I would consider it, but not in the manner of when it was done then.
No.
We're throwing sub shots.
What would y'all change?
Realistically speaking, so this is the thing. Every time I've done something, I feel like we've low key, like I've done like what I felt like was a decent enough amount of research to be able to say, all right, I know how to go into this and not completely fuck it up. But then you still go into it because there's a bunch of shit that you don't know until it happens. which I'm sure y'all found out. You know what I'm saying? So going into the process, like when I threw my first art show, I may have spent like, a couple grand putting it together. Maybe like, let's say like $3,500. And I had a couple people invest that backed it to help me pull it off. First one. Into that show, I looked at how much money I spent and looked at how everything went and said, okay, what did I not need? What did I not need to do? What did I not need to spend on? The second show, I think I might have spent $8,000. Same quality experience. Everybody still had a fucking ball. Art was dope. Music was dope. Everything still happened. Was on point. Third show, I think I pulled that bitch off for like $400. Same quality experience, same everything.
And the profit margin was higher.
You feel me? So the profit margin is going up. The cost of production is going down dramatically. Because I realized I overdid it in all these areas. There are some things I threw money at that I just didn't need to at all whatsoever. There are some things that would just come to me if I needed them and if I position things the right way because of what it is that I built and created. So a lot of times what I found was just like, I don't need as many of you motherfuckers involved in my shit, in my concept, having y'all hands or trying to provide input.
Thank you. I was wondering when you were to get to that because I'm like, you are not answering the question. But yeah, you got to continue.
I'm saying, yeah. So it's realizing what people you don't need, realizing what things you don't need, realizing what expenses you don't need to be able to bring the vision to life. And so, yeah, that's what would be changed. Is just like, yeah, okay, we did this, but we did it the way we did because we had never done it. So we saw a way to do it, and then after the fact realized, oh, there's another way to do it. It's basically like, is the politically correct way that I can provide that answer.
I ain't trying to call nobody out.
Yeah, no, that's corny. We ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no real reason to because we did what we did. It is what it is. So, but I will never retread that road.
I love that.
I mean, we're going to do some shit, though, just on the strength. But again, it'll just be things like, it's just at the point now where, yeah, literally none of that shit that we did was necessary by comparison. Like right now, between our connections, our resources, our experience, things that we know, there's really no need to go outside of, just what's right here. He and I can put our minds together on shit. And then if there's anybody that we do need to call, we know exactly who it would be. And, so yeah, going back and playing it that way, wouldn't do it again. And the same with, like I said, any of my other shit that I produce. Once I've done it twice, now I got it down. And then it's like, all right, let's trim the fucking fat and the bullshit off and make this bitch exactly what it's supposed to be.
They're learning experiences, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a process of learning. I guess my thing is learning to be able to now let the reins go some and delegate.
Yes.
And trust in the people that I would put in position now, because I have gotten so used to just getting it the fuck done without needing a bunch of motherfuckers now.
Yeah.
So that's a new process to learn now as well, to be like, okay, you go do that and just walk away and not worry about it. Ooh, set it and forget it. Ryan Popeil ass, like nigga, I'll be struggling with that.
I got nothing. I'm
about to say, the nigga makes a good rotisserie oven, nigga. Okay?
Anything I was about to say was almost changing the subject, but no.
I feel you.
So as far as people that you have that are starring in or featured in, what are some of the names of them within the alumni?
So we have
Pookie Jenkins, Tito Carmichael,
myself, of course. Our other co-star, her name is Charlie Rabb. Alex Lammers, he plays our mystery guy. We also have Catherine Angela Baker. She's one of the mysterious nurse, the voice that you hear on the trailer. That's her. Who else? James Belenka.
Ashley Badger.
Nate Taylor, Perry Reed. Trying to remember all the names.
It's a whole
It's
cast.
a lot of names.
Haybert.
Yeah.
Okay, they named somebody I know. All right, kosher. Because listen, everybody was a mystery guy to me up to this point. I'm like, who the fuck are these people?
Know what, though? Yeah, we got a mix of people,
That's
which
what's
I
up.
was really proud about. There's so much talent here in Ohio, and I feel like it's important to just mix it up. You know what I mean? I think sometimes we kind of see the same faces all the time, and then people don't feel like it's special, right?
Yeah.
And so we definitely got a good mix in there.
It's also why I stepped back from doing all the things that I was doing because my face was getting fucking oversaturated. So I understand it.
Yeah.
Niggas was like,
Done a film before? Or been interested in that?
I fucking tried. Scene got cut.
work.
I was emotional. It was a dice scene in Judas and the Black Messiah, and it was a fuck. The scene was crazy, but
And they cut it.
yeah, when it came down to how they ended up ultimately playing it, they hit me up though and told me like, yeah, we got to cut the dice scene. Like, we say goodbye to it, but we got to cut it. I'm like, fuck.
Dressed in like the old school look.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen, I'll show y'all the picture when we get off the. But yeah, it was dope. So they took a still shot of us, and we had Robert Money, who like old school player, like real life. Like background, like be with like Don Magic Wand and shit, like pimp players and shit from like all over the country. They flew him in from Chicago to be in the movie in that scene.
Wow.
So like we're in that scene together and he get cut, and it was like, but that was cool as fuck to get to like meet him and chop it with him, and so it was like us. It was Tay Stubbs was in the shot, was in the scene. Bezak. Ashton Sanders, yeah. So like it was a dope scene. So fucking cold, and we couldn't talk because we couldn't actually talk because it was supposed to be in the summer, and every time one of us said something, the breath was showing. So we had to like mouth, and they was going like ADR or have us like or have somebody else because it wasn't speaking for most of us, but. Yeah, it was just like so crazy. We shot that joint over and over, and in between every take, like they had folks come over there and throw our coats on us for a minute, and then snatch them back off, and then we had to go and reset and lock in. And they had this this like 50-something-year-old white lady, like British white lady, trying to teach us how to shoot dice for the scene. It was like, lady. Look at us. Don't get the fuck out the way, nigga. What's good, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Shit was crazy. But yeah, so there's that, and then like back in college I did a few plays. And shit, I think I did a couple runs of the Glass Menagerie, which was super fucking random. And then we just got to talk about it on Facebook a couple days ago. We did a play a couple years ago called Karma, and we both starred in that. So yes, I mean I had more scenes technically, but
I don't even remember. I mean, I guess you had more scenes. I don't know.
well, we both were in the play, and yeah. Vig was a ruthless thug pimp with a vicious backhand.
Did I hit her in that?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. You and remember you grabbed her up and drug her off off stage.
Wow.
Like a full suit, like in a hat.
No.
No, it's just my regular clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a
we
pimp.
we just got to dress like regular niggas or whatever. And I just had to play like the bottom of the fucking barrel worst scum version of myself. Like so that was cool.
I'm making more me's. I'm sorry. That's
a line from it.
Yeah, that's a line. That's one of his pieces. That's a line from one of his pieces.
This nigga, man.
That's what I remember.
Stored it up in there.
But
It was powerful. The people. I mean, we had 2 sold out shows that
we did that
none
during
of
the
this shit was
9. We did it
impressive.
at the 9.
But I mean, yeah, we did it at the 9 theater, and at that time. So I mean, it was only the 2 shows that we did. Like I said, we packed them out. They actually oversold.
Yeah,
because I remember they had to add.
They had to bring in chairs. Yeah, each one. That was
for
dope.
it. But I mean, yeah, we killed those 2 performances, and then that was it.
Yeah, like I'm just and I don't know. So yeah, I am. There's no part of film that I'm not interested in that I wouldn't play a part in if I could. Maybe it's just because I'd be too busy in my own world with all the shit that I have going on for me to like actively really pursue it. To find out where the casting calls are and go to shit and try out and audition for shit. Nigga, I'll be doing stuff. So I would like to. But I'm working on a process of doing things and changing things so that I can reclaim some more time for life to be able to just do some other shit. Because everybody knows when I am at a place where my plate is not overflowing, I definitely be tapping into like all my talents and just doing miscellaneous ass side missions and shit. Like I had a time where I had free time and I taught myself magic. And that's just because I just do shit.
Like my kind of person.
Feel me?
I made candles the other day just because.
See, it'd be like that. Like I just be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try this today. Like I said, never threw an art show before I threw an art show, but I was like, fuck it, let's throw an art show. I had an idea. Let's do it. Move on it. Put a date on it. Put something out. Make it tangible. Put it in the world, and then just go. And that's my whole shit. So I definitely am working on, like I said, getting my time back to be able to go just do more shit and take more shit from in here and put it out into the world.
So, when does Alumni premiere?
We are premiering next Saturday,
Holy shit.
and I am excited. We're screening. We are having
November 16th.
Yes, November 16th. We're having a little screening gathering, and we are very excited about it because we were also nominated in the International Indie Film and Screenplay Festival,
That's dope.
Yes.
which is huge. You know, it's hard to get in the festival. So,
See that light blue button right there?
which one?
The one on the left.
The one on the left.
No.
Yep, that one right there. Yep, that one. Hit it. Yeah.
But no, the film festival, and can I just share a little gem about film festivals? Because, you know, at first we were kind of saying we were going to self-distribute, like put it on Amazon Prime or Tubi, but then film festival routes is kind of the way we chose. And what people don't know about film festivals is like, if you put your movie in a film festival, networks like BET, MTV, they be at these festivals, and a lot of times they select films and put them on their networks. They throw money at it, produce it. So that's kind of the direction we want to go into versus just trying to, you know, hurry up and get it on a Tubi or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Because we want to turn this actually into a series.
Okay.
And so that is the plan, is to get this out there and, you know, get the money for it, turn it into a series.
That's fucking exciting.
Well, no point in me asking any more questions. Y'all going to already answer my questions beforehand. So, all right. So obviously, so like you said, you're not doing it just to distribute it yourself, but again, since it's proof of concept anyway, you're trying to hopefully get it picked up to be able to expound on what you started. Okay, cool.
Yes. And our thing is just getting that Ohio talent. There's so much talent here in Ohio, in front and behind the camera. And being able to use that for this project is what I really want.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think, we're gonna make some stars out of this, out of Cleveland people, you know, once it gets picked up, you know. I think so. So talented.
Okay, so I mean, is it like invite only for the premiere situation? Or?
So we have tickets that you can purchase. We have on my Instagram, Shawnee Idahosa. Niece also has them on her Instagram. We also have our dedicated Instagram page, the Alumni Movie. You can grab tickets from there. They're Eventbrite tickets. Click on that.
Them niggas are fucking super villains with the goddamn fees, man.
Right.
I tell you what.
No.
Woo!
I know.
They gonna get their percents.
But it was like, you know, we had to get it done and move along.
No, trust me, I get it. Listen, that's why I hate fucking throwing shit though, because I'm like,
it's hard.
if we
But
gotta
like you
do
said,
tickets, fuck. I'm gonna get these niggas 39%.
Yeah. People don't know, like you said, how much it takes to just put all this stuff together.
Yeah, it's aggressive. I commend y'all for it. Wouldn't want to be y'all, because woo.
Do you have an alternative to Eventbrite?
There actually are a few alternatives. There specifically is a black-owned one that does not be hitting over the head. And again, that's something else I'll share with y'all. You know what I'm saying? They ain't cut no check for your boy, though, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about it on
I get
here.
it.
Man, listen, you know,
But
y'all know who y'all is, and if y'all want to talk, you know what I'm saying, you holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? I put y'all together. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I throw y'all a little shout out. You know what I'm saying? Put y'all logo right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, but until then.
Yeah, tired of giving it up for free. I mean, I've been waiting for Victoria's Secret to pay me. I'm wearing y'all panties every time we do a show, but I've seen nothing yet. I mean,
you feel me? You ain't seen nothing yet, baby.
But on that topic, I would say please, get the tickets if you haven't yet because it's limited. Right, we're running low, and as he mentioned, they take a high percentage, so
It's
we need as many
obnoxious.
people as possible to. Go ahead and get the ticket, and it's gonna be a night to remember. So I think it's well worth the 15.
Yeah,
I don't see premiere tickets for 15 no more. They be 50,
Exactly.
25. And I'm this is $15.
maybe. I mean, I haven't seen anything that high because I definitely would not go to it if I saw if it was 50.
I
I'm
just was
like,
about to say the name, but I ain't putting no names.
Listen.
So we keeping it clean.
look, because it low key don't matter how much it is. I'm probably not going, but I'll pull up to y'all shit. Y'all pull it up to the pod. I'm like, what's up?
Yeah, good.
Tap in. You know what I'm saying? Support. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? It's the least y'all could do since y'all ain't pull up and go support the last black woman you had the opportunity to.
Oh, Kamala, right?
You motherfuckers.
That's another discussion.
That wasn't our fault.
No. It's the fucking 15 million of you motherfuckers who didn't go. But y'all can pull up to this movie premiere though. That's what you can do, okay? Because, all right. So, with all that being said, Vic, what else we got today?
so, in the spirit of the alumni and time travel, what are some of your favorite time travel movies or movies that you think other people should be hip to?
Time
That's
loop.
easy. Back to the Future. I mean, that's easy.
That's a gimme.
Yeah, especially considering that Doc and Marty are right there on the top of the shelf, which
That's
is why
true.
it's like kind of like when you ask me that, it's kind of obvious.
Show. It's not a movie though.
Doesn't matter. Movies, TV,
Okay.
video
You feel me?
games.
We out here.
Okay. Mine is. Have y'all watched Supercell?
Yes.
No, not yet.
Yep.
Been hearing about it.
You have to watch.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No, I did. For the most part.
Okay, watch it. I'm telling you, it's excellent. It was, minorities were the leads, which I loved. It was set in London.
Yeah, niggas just British. That's all.
The accent. You couldn't get over the accent.
I like the accent. Anyway, it was really good. It was, it was about, traveling back and forth between, it was present day stuff. But they were, traveling back and forth. They had superpowers and it was very, very, very cool.
Based on your conviction about it and how you feeling, I know it's going to be trash. So that's fine.
I think you should watch it. Now I'm gonna text the team and be like, "Did you watch this today? Did you watch this today? Did you watch this today? Every day. Now I'm gonna get you every day. No, I'm telling you, it is good. It is good.
We'll
No.
see.
It
We'll
was cool.
see.
I watched the whole shit.
Well, you suspect too,
and then
so
ultimately,
whatever.
once it got through to like some of the significant reveals of things that got mentioned through the course of the episodes through the season, and we got to the end, it was like, oh shit, kind of didn't see that coming. All right, my nigga, like we cooking, and how things went. It's I guess I don't even want to give shit away, but it's been out for a minute. But it's definitely something that is specific to niggas, oddly enough. Yes.
Yes, and that's why I was saying I really
Yes, in
love
order to
that
have
they're
the-
focusing
yeah.
on minorities.
You got to be black to have the supercell.
Yes,
Yes.
I like that thing.
it was. Yeah.
Now they didn't say that.
I'm not reacting to anything that
No,
you're
no,
saying.
no, no.
I happen to think
I'm saying-
about something else I forgot.
They
about.
didn't say that, but it's implied, and based on what we know in the world, yeah, and then once you do, and once supercell is unlocked, then you know what I'm saying, then you power it up, and yeah, then they all kind of, then it's one of those situations where it's just like naturally these motherfuckers who all develop these powers end up gravitating to each other, and then you got a motherfucking show with like a unlikely crew of fucking misfits. You know?
See, and that's where I was going with this, because I was going to, when you said time travel, and I forgot that I even watched that. Did you watch Misfits back in the day?
No.
So again, another British show that it wasn't all black people, but I mean, it was like a group of kids that I think they were basically doing like a community service, but all of them ended up in a situation where I think they ended up getting superpowers, and there was one of them that there was a time travel aspect to it within one of the few seasons. So that's what just popped into my head when you started talking about it. You probably could still find it out there. I watched it on Hulu way back in the day when it was, still just watching Hulu for free and not paying for anything. But again, you could check it out or not, but I mean, that's what clicked in, especially when you said Misfits on top of that. It was like, oh, the irony.
Yeah, I think time travel. It almost feels like it's not necessarily right, but especially forgetting the fucking name again after we just talked about it a couple weeks ago, but the joint with Joey Badass with like the Groundhog Day type concept that was on Netflix. Vig, if you could please be a fact checker just for a moment. It's a short though. It's a short, and it stars the rapper Joey Badass, who we know has been doing a lot of acting as of recent, and he goes out, meets a chick, one night stands it essentially, and then on his way home keeps having an encounter with this cop, and it keeps leading to him getting shot and dying, waking back up in the same spot again, and then trying to figure out another way.
Two Distant Strangers.
There you go. And
yeah, it's on Netflix. It's only like half hour.
Yeah.
So if you haven't
he
seen it, you
just
should check
keeps
it out.
trying to figure out another way to handle this encounter with this cop, or not encounter this cop, or not, have a clash or a butting of heads, so he can just get home.
But he struggles.
And he just keeps dying and waking up in the same spot again and keeps dying. So it's just like, it's like time travel in a sense, kind of being stuck in a time loop. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I count that as the same thing, just like if you said Groundhog Day. But yeah, that's a cool one.
You know what I'm saying? So, for that black perspective of something that we all, kind of got that inherent fear of in the back of our minds and shit. It's just like kind of to say that some shit is unavoidable, low key, and you can do everything you can and try, but that's where it also kind of has that. It's that Groundhog Day. It's also kind of that butterfly effect too. It's like I keep trying whatever the fuck I can, and it's still gonna keep leading to the same fucking terrible fucking outcome. I'm trying to avoid it in every way possible. But butterfly effect is another one that I think about too, because shitty as the second one was, the first one I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah,
this nigga
snaps. One of those that I brought to you episodes ago, probably 2 years ago at this point, that I told you to watch, that I know you didn't. Palm Springs.
Fuck yeah, definitely forgot about that shit.
So Palm Springs is on Hulu. It's a Hulu original. It has Andy Samberg and Kristen Milioti, which I didn't realize, but I guess since she's being a thing now, since she's on Penguin and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, what I knew her from was her being on
How I Met Your Mother. That's the mom.
I don't know. Remember, I watched like 4 episodes of How I Met Your Mother. Sorry. I tried. I'm not saying I'm not going to go back to it, but like I said, it didn't do it for me in those like 4 episodes. It was cool, but nah, not that that was one of those things he tried to get me to watch.
I gave it a shot, y'all. And
that was way before we were even doing homework. This was just one of those like, yeah, you should try that. But yeah, so Andy is with his girlfriend and they're going to a wedding. And it's basically it's in the same vein as Groundhog Day, where he keeps running off. He meets this girl, Kristen Miliotti's character, and they go off into this cave, and it keeps looping time, where he keeps having the same shitty day dealing with his bad girlfriend in the preparation for this wedding that they're attending. It's pretty damn funny. I liked it. It was pretty under the radar. I think I saw something recently where somebody brought it up where it was the same thing, where they felt like it was pretty underrated. But like, yeah, you check it out on Hulu. That's one of the ones that I would suggest for people that haven't seen it and just looking for something different.
Since y'all cover games, can I give a sci-fi recommendation?
No, we don't do that here.
Yeah. Niggas making recommendations and whatnot.
But y'all probably already played it. It's on
No.
Become Human.
He may have already played it.
Detroit.
I have it. I have not played it.
You haven't played that?
No, because when it came free on
The demo.
PlayStation, the 1 month, I downloaded it, but no, I have not played it yet. But I do own it. I've heard it is, and I mean, but again, you know what it is? In the same comparison to where people that have all these streaming services and you have all these things in your watch list. And I always knock him, almost pause, every episode we're talking about how he's a gamer, but he's not a gamer.
Yeah.
Retro.
Because I am. So it's the same thing. I have probably hundreds of games between PS2, PS3, PS4, and 5 that I have not played, and I have no idea when it will ever happen. Yeah. So this is just another one of those things that's added in that list of stuff that it's like, yeah, maybe one day, but I don't know when that day will be.
Yeah, just been busy and stuff.
Yeah, and I probably got a good 15 or so games that I bought for the Switch when I bought it. Never opened none of them, except for Zelda.
And you're mostly retro. Is that what you're saying?
You see
I
it.
see those.
You see it. You feel me? Look. Okay.
But that's it. You won't go to the like, you just don't like the new style.
It's not even that. It's just that, am I gonna go spend however many hundreds of PlayStation whatever number is out now cost that I'm not gonna play? Nah, it's a waste of money, low key. So like, I bought the Switch because I knew. The only reason I even bought the Switch, like Switch came out and people was like, oh, the Switch is dope. You can put it on the TV, pick it up, take it with you when you go. And I was like, that actually is a cool ass concept. But didn't go and get that bitch until a new Zelda came out, and I am a fucking Zelda nerd. So, what y'all can't quite see on the shelves over here, hold on. If you know anything about Zelda, you know about the Ocarina of Time, you know what I'm saying? The greatest game fucking ever on the Nintendo 64. And I have an Ocarina. And this big ass book back here is all the art from every Zelda game ever in a book.
That's crazy.
And as an art nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's my shit. So I went and bought the Switch specifically just to play the new Zelda game that everybody was raving about. And I figure, all right, well, fuck it, I got the system. I might as well grab some other games. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Assassin's Creed, Mortal Kombat, and fucking Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash Bros. I bought all of this shit. I put that Zelda in, and I never took it out. And I played that bitch for 400 hours.
Wow.
And after I beat it and played and just continued to just kick ass and do side missions, something convinced me to finally put it down. And then when I did, the fucking new one came out. So I was like, oh, when bought that, popped the new one in. Same exact game as the old one with just some new missions, and they tripled the map, so it was more shit to do. And here go another 300 something hours dumped into that joint. All the rest of them games just still sitting. Like, ain't no telling. I don't even know where half of them bitches at this point. But now I've even stopped playing that. And yeah, so like, these all stay on the shelf. So unless it's a situation where I, like I said, can get more of my lifetime back to get with the homies and have days where everybody pull up and we hook them up to these fat booty TVs that we got over here on our old school swag. That's why I got two of them. You know what I'm saying? Two of them joints down here. So, you know, hook up the old systems to the old joints. That's it. Because otherwise, Like I said, I don't even know what the fuck games are out. I don't even know what niggas be playing. I don't know. I don't know nothing on the new shit.
So, if I'm understanding correct, my brother, you spent 700 hours playing the game.
Portraying a white man.
The game of life. You could have been using that 700 hours to help your people. But instead,
I was pretending to be a digital white man.
Yeah, a little white man at that.
True.
One of the most worst white men there is. Napoleonic complex. You would rather live your life as a white man as an avatar for you rather than doing what you need to do in the community.
Mm-hmm.
That $700 could have freed your people, brother.
Realistically speaking, the money I spent on that Switch, I could have went and bought some land.
Or you could have bought some land and got you an LLC.
You're right. I could have freed so many of our people with that. Stay woke. My brothers and my sisters.
Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation.
They're not ready for that conversation. They don't want to talk about that. 50-50 relationships. Okay? Make her pay half.
You can make her pay half, brother. But at the same time, if you were really within your masculine and doing your job, you know that you're supposed to provide and protect. Ain't no 50-50. It's 100-0. You are the 50, the other 50. You put those two 50s together, you got 100. You do that 3 times over, you got 300. Add 60, you got 360. It's a circle, brother.
Wow, now you broke that down. I think I might have to convert.
I don't know where the 60 came from, though.
Oh my God.
That's how it happened at the poetry night with the
Low
ladies.
key.
That's the hotel.
Low key. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's super fucking funny, man. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Eventbrite is where they go get the tickets. Yes. Make sure that y'all go cop them things. Make sure y'all pull up. We'll be in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Can we spell out our Instagram name?
Oh, we're gonna do that.
Really about to ask.
Stop getting ahead of us.
I'm sorry. Y'all know I used to have a podcast, so I
right. So
we halfway professional.
Right.
halfway.
Like just like on like every couple minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like a little like teaspoon of professionalism. You feel me?
I'm gonna just try, just a little dash.
Okay.
No, I'm saying that's what we provide. You know what I'm saying? We just every couple minutes we'd be like, you know what? Here you go. Little shika, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, razzle dazzle.
You feel me?
Little razzle dazzle.
Little sprinkle. Okay, a little Salt Bay. You know what I'm saying? We might not be trash every once in a while. But yes, Eventbrite is where they go get the tickets. Saturday the 16th. Where's the location? Or is that secret?
The location is on the tickets. Okay. We just kind of keep it there.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Coming.
All right, well, I'm pulling up, so I'm gonna have to ask. Okay. But yeah. Keep it on the low.
You know what? We gotta, because we're keeping it kind of.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep it small.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
I got you.
Keep it safe.
Intimate, y'all.
Yeah. Keep it intimate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Denny's Mansion in the Hamptons.
Yep.
Like seeing it.
They're gonna do it in the secret back room at Baby D's Chicken Shack. Okay, that y'all don't even know about.
Bring your own baby oil.
Bring your own popcorn and baby oil.
Sounds like a bad experience.
It does. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna be glistening.
For everybody that's listening, we gonna be glistening. Okay.
That's crazy. Oh man.
Nah. Okay. So. Alumni is on the way. It's going to hit that film festival circuit. You got your opportunity to be able to tap in, tune in, see what's going on. If you go hit the Eventbrite, cop your tickets, bring somebody with you, because why the frosted fuck wouldn't you? Ladies, please give them y'all social handles and tell them where they can tap in so that they can get what they need.
Yeah, so for me, you can reach me at NieceAnderson _, so NIECEANDERSON _.
And then you can reach me on Instagram at Shawnee Idahosa. And it's just SHAWNEE, last name IDAHOSA. And then we also have the Alumni movie Instagram page. So check that out as well.
Sounds good and simple enough to me. Vig, is there anything else on your mind, good brother, that you want to provide to the people or talk about, discuss, if you will, before we wrap this thing up like Reynolds foil?
No, I don't have a final joke, so
Okay.
there we go.
I respect it. Well, with that being said, that's going to wrap it up here for us at Blurs and Clips, your TV, movie, video game, and whatever the hell else we feel like talking about podcast. And as always, remember, everything except for you niggas make sense, realistically speaking. Y'all can't rap. You're not good at it. There's no bars. I've checked. We've done the research. We've done the data. Okay? And as always, you guys can make sure to tap in with us at Blurs and Clips. Not blends and clips. Blurs. Black nerds, my nigga. Because this is what we do. Blurs and Clips. Make sure you follow us. And, of course, make sure you follow me at BKA. That's bald, knowledgeable ass, or Burger King applicant Watts, BKA Watts, everywhere that you can think of to search. I'll be there. And Vig.
Oh, my God. Anyway, Vigatron 999, all social platforms, PlayStation Network, all that shit. You know what? No, don't friend me on PlayStation. I don't want to play with you niggas. So anyway.
Yeah, we ain't playing with you niggas. Yeah, like that. Remember. Also go to Vigatron.com. Cop some music, because his is good. Yours is not.
Yeah. And it's mostly free.
See?
Mostly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you could sprinkle.
Yeah, you could. You have the option and whatever else you can listen to on streaming, but yeah, you know.
You know, I mean, you know, like we appreciate the kind that jingles. But
we really like the kind that folds.
You feel me? You feel me, okay? And that's going to wrap it the fuck up for us here. Shout out to the Revolt Podcast Network as usual. Shout out to Pro 3 Entertainment. We out here in these streets. We'll catch you motherfuckers on the next one. And as always, love, peace, and chicken grease.